It's Ash from Super Videos back for another Q&A video. This is going to be Q&A number 60. As always, if you're not caught up with the Walking Dead's TV show and comic book, you may not want to watch this video because it may spoil some things for you. That being said, let's get right into this. So today's Q&A is only answering questions from one person because the only questions I have is from one person, from a user named Ronnie Thomas, and he's very active on the channel. I appreciate the questions, so I'm just gonna go ahead and answer the questions that he's asked. He's asked 4 questions, so I'm just gonna answer that. So enough talking, let's get right into this. The first question Ronnie Thomas has is, do you think in the comics Negan will die this year? I don't think so. I think it's a little too early to kill Negan. There is still a couple things that they can do with him before they kill him off. Those aspects of his story relate to Beta, Maggie, Rick, and maybe Carl, and maybe some other characters. So they kind of need to finish off a few kind of mini storylines that they've had before they can kill Negan off. I don't think there's been any kind of setup done for it either. And to kill such a big character, they need to do some sort of build up, and that hasn't been done yet. So I think it's too early. I don't think he's gonna die, at least this year. Next question you have is, what does The Walking Dead represent to you? That's actually a good question. So to me, Walking Dead represents survival. So how far people are willing to go to survive, and what does this new world make you do, and what do you do to protect the people that you love, your family, your friends. That's what it represents to me. That's kind of the ultimate thing. Not sure if that answers your question or not. That's what it represents for me. Next question you have is, do you think Daryl and Negan will have a fist fight? I hope not. I hope they leave that for Rick and Negan, just like the comics. If they're gonna have Daryl have a fist fight, I hope it's kind of unique on its own, and it doesn't take away from the fist fight between Negan and Rick. Because the last thing we want is for Daryl to take another character's storyline again, or another very important and interesting part of a character's storyline, just like he's done with Abraham, Tyrese, and some of the others. So I hope that if they do something with Negan and Daryl in terms of a fist fight between them, it's something unique and different and doesn't overshadow the fist fight between Negan and Rick. The last question you have is, do you think Jadis will change sides with Rick? Jadis is going to change sides again and be on Rick's team? I don't think so. I think she might want to do it, but I don't think that Rick and the others will buy it anymore. I don't think that they're willing to take the risk anymore. So she might want to, but I don't think Rick and the others will allow her to do that again. So yeah, that's basically this Q&A video. Thank you for participating, Ronnie Thomas. But everybody, I want you to be participating and asking questions, because that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it interesting for us to kind of discuss back and forth, and for there to be multiple people asking multiple different questions. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll be back for another Q&A video.